All right. So far we have our game playing, and we have everything working up to the point where if we hit play, we can keep track of our score and including our trying to get our minus score up here. Where's a bomb? So if I get even our minus score with the bomb, and then if we let the game go, nothing, everything stops, nothing other than, I don't know why that one bomb always comes back up. So we have our game over, everything stops playing. I can't click on anything else. It's all done. So what we're going to do next is we are going to add our reset button. Um, and yeah, so that's what we're going to do next is add a reset button and then make the reset button work and show the reset button on the game. And I think this is where some of you might be coming in to watch, because I think for some people the reset button is making your screen turn gray. So this is probably why some of you are watching this video. So let's see. So we're going to add our reset button. So on our canvas, we're going to go to add our user interface. So on our canvas, we are going to add in our user interface, and we're going to add in a button. I'm going to use our text mesh pro button, and boy, does that ever come in kind of crazy. And we're going to rename that button to be reset button. And obviously we can design that button however we want. Click away from that. Okay, so we've positioned our button. So again, you can zoom out to be able to position your button. So move it around your screen, decide where you want it to be. Oops, I kind of grabbed the wrong thing. So in your button here, you can grab that, position it wherever you want it to be. If you expand this here to see the text, this is where you're going to be able to look over here to be able to get the text input. So again, where your button is, the reset button, expand this and click on text. So the text is how you're going to get to this area here to be able to rename it. So type in reset to be able to give it the reset, and you can change the fonts or whatever down in this area if you choose to do that. I'm just going to leave it plain for the sake of time. And so now I have that as a button. Okay, so what we have so far right now is we've turned back off our game over. So this is turned off again. And we have our reset button that's on our scene right now. So we have our reset button. My whole game's kind of wonky right here. It's not necessarily centered or anything. I haven't taken the time to align everything just right, but it's on my scene. I have my game. If I turn this back on, I have my game over, and then right below that is my reset, and I have my text here that I have the words reset that's written right here. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to be able to, in our code, to be able to call this reset. And to do that, we are going to actually be going in, and in our game manager, we're going to then go in and actually just like we used when we use our Text Mesh Pro, we called that library. We are actually going to be going in and calling another library or another engine that we're going to be using. That is our Unity engine for scene management. So we're going to access another library at the top. So the very top, for me, it's line 5 of my game manager. We're going to actually call on another library to help us use this button on our scene. So we're going to be using Unity engine, and so you can even just go down here and say Unity engine, and we are going to do .scene SCE scene management, and that's the engine that we're going to be using. So we're going to be using Unity engine scene management, and that's the one that's going to allow us to be able to access this button that we have created. Once we start to use it, then this will no longer be gray. Right now, since we're not using it, it is grayed out. You'll notice that a lot when you see things above here, like in your games, where you're calling on things, and some of them are black and some of them are gray. When you're not using them, they're just gray. When you do use them, they turn solid color. We are going to add in another function or a method at the bottom here. So below our game over, we're going to go in and add in a method. And we are going to call it restart game. So just like we did game over, so inside of our last curly bracket between the game over and our last curly bracket, we're going to create another public void. So public void, and we're going to call it restart game. And again, all one word, and then brackets, and then curly brackets, parentheses, and then curly brackets. And so in that restart game, we want to tell it what to do. So what we want to do inside those curly brackets, we want to be able to load that scene manager that we just said we wanted to access. So we said, hey, we called the library of scene manager. Now we want to access it. So scene manager. And what do we want to do with that? We're going to say scene manager dot load scene, load the scene. And then, hey, okay, scene manager, what are we going to call scene manager again? So scene manager, oops, didn't mean to do that. Scene manager, get active scene. So get active scene. So get active scene. And then in that, we're going to say what scene it is. So name. And interesting because I always kind of question, like, what do you mean name? How come it's just name? That I always felt kind of weird. But it is the name of the scene that we're in. So dot name means, okay, well, we're in, it is just what we're in. So whatever you attach it to, that's what that means. So that's kind of where we are with that. Okay, so now that we have the coding down, now there's a few things we have to do in the game. So now that we have this here, there's a few things that we need to do in this game. So now that we're here, there's just a few things that we have to do with this interaction of the games. And we have to be able to say what we're going to do with this actual button. So in this, and just watch carefully in this because this is where you get a little lost. So in this button, so this is a reset button. In this on click here, this is his empty list right here. So we have to add to this list, and this is where I think some people get lost. So we have a button, and then down here in this on click, we're going to click on this plus right here. So click on this plus right here, and you'll see that in this says runtime only. The object says none. So we have to say what it is that we actually want to have happen. And so in this event here, we want something to happen, and that's run one of our scripts. So we're going to, go ahead and go to say, well, I want to run this game manager script in here. And in this game manager script is going to be, we're going to be saying do something in the game manager script. And we've already set that up. We've set up the code for that. So we're going to say in this function, it says no function. Well, in our game manager script, we have some options that we have here that are set up for us. So in our game manager script, we have several different things here that are available, including restart game. So if we click on that and we say, click game over, game manager script, we say restart game, that's going to say that when we click this on this reset button, when we on click, and our game manager is going to restart the game. So let's go ahead and try this now and see if this works. So if I hit start, and I need to kind of, this is kind of be in the middle of my screen, but let's just see if this actually works. So we haven't really hid this yet, because we are going to want this to start. Now if I hit restart game, it should restart the game. Now this is where we run into this problem that we have. Now if you notice, this scene is grayed out, and we have this problem that everyone seems to be having, and we're not sure what to do. And that's why a lot of you are here to watch this. It's like, well, what happened? Why is my screen gray? And that's where in these newer versions of Unity, we ran into this problem, and that's what we're going to talk about now. But before we solve that, let's make sure that that reset button is only showing up when the game is over, so that way it's not active all the time. So let's go to our reset button, and let's go ahead and turn that off, and let's go to our code, and we really only want the reset button to show up with a game over, just like our other one, this game over text and the game over, that text to show up and our button to show up. So let's go ahead and type that into our reset button. And there's a couple things that we need to make sure that we have in there. And one is to call the button, that we actually say what it is, and we have to reference it. So right now it's in our game, but we don't really know what that is. So we need to make sure that we're referencing the interface in this. So we need to make sure that we're referencing user interface. So let's go up here under using again. So under using, we have to make sure that we're referencing the user interface. So let's go ahead and say we're going to be referencing or using the Unity engine, or Unity engine. So Unity engine user interface. So UI. So that's what that is. So Unity engine UI, so our user interface. So we're referencing this because that's what we're going to talk about in this code. And then down in our variables, we want to talk about that reset button. So public button, and so we're going to talk about a button. So a button is how we're going to, this, the reason that we can do this is because that's part of that user interface, and we're going to name it reset or restart. I'm just gonna call it reset button. You call it restart, maybe you call it restart. I'm just calling my reset button, just because that sounds more familiar to me. Reset button, and then down in the game over, I want to make sure that that reset button game over is set to active to true here. So I am going to, since it's set to false already when the game starts, so, or at start, do we have that set to start? Well, I have it turned off on the game. So let's say, so let's go ahead and set it reset button dot game object dot set active, and then in here let's go ahead and say set to true. So since it's set to false now, it should set it to true. So let's go ahead and save that, and let's just make sure that the game is actually working. So it's set to false now, and then if I hit run, and if we let this game go to game over, it did not set that to true. So reset button should be, because I didn't, that was silly me. So in game manager, I need to actually put what is in this, what is this right here. So I have to make sure that I put this reset button goes into that reset button there. So don't forget about that. So make sure that the reset button, you actually just declare what that reset button is. Okay, so reset button to reset button. All right, let's go try that again. And let's go ahead and see if this goes down, and it should reset. Okay, so then it's there. So if I hit reset, it resets the game, but my background is gray. So that's what we're gonna fix here. Like, why is it turned gray? And what I need to do is actually add in some lighting. And I'm going to show you some things. So if you haven't figured this one out yet, we're going to talk about like how we're going to find this and how did I know and all that fun stuff. So we're going to talk about like what does this mean and how did I figure, how did I figure this out? And of course I didn't learn on my own. I had to ask somebody and they showed me. So let me show you how I found out. Today. So let's make sure that we got this. Okay, so do you see this right here in this top right hand corner? So every problem that you've had, somebody else has had as well. So up here in the lesson, so I'm in lesson 5.3 in the game over. There's this little, looks like a little chat box up here. I'm going to click on that little chat box. And in the little chat box, there's people write their questions and ask or leave their questions. So if you're having a problem, you can put your questions in here and write your comments and ask. And most likely somebody has asked the same question. So in here, there's got to be something that's going on here, and it should be right in here. And it's going to be right in here. So let's go ahead and bring that up, and we'll find out how to fix this. So if you click in the make the reset button work, not too far down into this, you will see that you'll see fix the lighting problem right here, and it tells you what to do. So we're going to go to Windows, Render, Lighting, and then there should be a button close to the bottom of the pop-up that says Generate Lighting. Press it and it will fix it. So we're going to try that. And so we're going to try that real quick and see if that works. All right, so we went to Windows, Render, Lighting, and then here we have the Generate Lighting. And let's see if that's going to work. And I am trying to see if there's more to it than that. And let's see if that works now. So Windows Lighting, Generate Lighting, Generate Lighting. Is there, if that is, we'll see if that works. If there's more to it, then we can find out more if there's more. So Windows Lighting, Generate Lighting. We'll see if this works. Give this a chance to work. Hey, that worked. So that was it. So it's just Windows Lighting, Generate Lighting. Oddly enough, that fixed the problem. So that was a quick fix on that one. And it was just looking through the questions and the help to figure out how to make that work. All right, so that gets our reset working. We are going to take it to the next step here, and that is that is actually the end of lesson 5.3. So next in the next video, we'll actually go over how to set up the difficulties and lesson 5.4. So that is the end of 5.3.